What's up, everybody? Welcome to Metal Remains Backstage. My name is Manuel, and with me, as always, is Mr. Carlos Cortez. And we have a very special guest, Helena Kotina, who will be joining Nervosa in their Latin American tour. Hi, Helena.
Hello.
How are you?
I am great. I am doing great right now.
Okay, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Since you will be joining one of the favorite bands of many people, we wanted to know something very easy beforehand because we want the audience to begin to know you. What have you been listening to recently?
Recently, I'm listening to a lot of thrash metal stuff, but
Awesome.
always, maybe. Of course. And with when it comes to music, I don't have any specific, problem. As far as the music is good, I am fine. But during the day, I can start with some, 80s hard rock stuff, and then go a little bit heavier.
Awesome.
Especially these days that I'm, playing the set list endlessly. I'm a lot into thrash metal and death metal stuff.
So let's say that you are playing it perpetually.
Exactly.
Yeah, to get in the mood. That's great. I wanted to say you recently made it to the headlines in many international metal news outlets, such as ourselves. That's why we're here today. Because a certain thrash metal band announced that you have been invited to join them on a large Latin American tour. Can you tell us more about it?
Really, it's a total, big surprise, huge surprise for me. And of course, it's a huge honor to hit the stage together with Nervosa in such a big tour, because it's 32, concerts. And it's a whole 2-month tour around Latin America. So I think I still haven't realized, how big this thing is. And it all started about almost a week ago when I had a call from Prika, the guitarist and founder of Nervosa.
And friend of the show.
Of course. Okay. Okay, that's great. And she told me about Mia that had some family, problems, and had to be in Italy together with them, to pass all this difficult situation. And she asked me immediately if I would like to join in, and if I could be, available and be able to learn the set list in such a short period. And of course, I answered immediately. I said, okay, yes. Would you like to join us in the Latin American tour? Yes. No further questions.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess when you get to answer a question like, hey, do you want to come on board with a thrash metal band that is going to make a massive tour in different countries in Latin America? You don't even think about saying yes. You just say, yes, of course, I'm going there.
Exactly. It was like that.
So the next question will be, what are your expectations about this upcoming tour in Latin America?
I've been told that fans in Latin American are, a bit of passionated, and I'm expecting this tour, to be show after show, killer shows, one by one.
It's going to be crazy, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no matter if you get into a big or a medium or a small crowd, depending on the location, the intensity of every show is going to be high. Because as you were saying, people in Latin America is very passionate about music, and especially about heavy music. So you're about to experience it firsthand.
I really cannot wait for this tour to start.
Right. And that led us to the next question. Is there any Any country, any place in particular that you are excited to visit?
Look, I've never been to Latin America, to any of the countries. So, weird to explore all these countries and all these places and play music in all these countries, because it's another thing than go for tourism than go with a band and play music every night. But I'm super curious about all the countries, because it was something I would like to do anytime, as a trip, to go to Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, but living in Greece, to go so far away, it's, like a bit hard to do because of the tickets and the expenses. It's more like Europe stuff when you're living in Greece. So I'm even more excited to do not only 2 months tour, but 2 months into Latin America.
Are
Awesome.
you excited about any food that you're going to be able to taste over there?
I have no idea about the traditional foods and stuff, because I'm a big food lover.
Oh, myself as well, as you can see.
Yeah, I'm a big food lover, so I would like to try all the traditional stuff and whatever traditional is made there.
Listen, you're gonna get tacos. You have to have pupusas in our country. You have to have pequeños. There are many different types of food. If you eat meat, there are lots of options, especially in South America. So yeah, you're in for a big time.
If you're into wine too, Argentina and Chile, those regions, they have very, very good wine.
Nice. That's super nice. And I think Mexico is more famous about tequila or something like
Yeah,
that.
but
Yeah.
if you're a pro,
Be careful with tequila.
if you're a pro, you're going to ask for mezcal.
Okay. Thank you for the tip.
Now let's talk a little bit about your own bands and projects, because you have quite a few. And can we start talking a little bit about your band Daffodil?
Daffodil is a band. It's a Greek band. It's more like ghost metal, more ghost metal stuff. And we had already released an EP some years ago. And now we are about to release the first full-length album. It was about to release some years ago, but with all the COVID situation and all that stuff, everyone knows. But fortunately, everything is coming to an end, and I believe during autumn, everything is going to be released.
Awesome. We're going to be expecting that album when it's out. And now, can you tell us also about your self-named thrash Groovy project? We have seen 2 videos and it sounds really, really well. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. This is a project that I started back in 2019. This project was made from a lot of ideas that I had in my storage. And at some point, I had in my mind that when we will finish the recordings with Daffodil, I would like, to work on those ideas and make them full songs. And I did that exactly after we finished the recordings. I started, composing all the stuff, and this is where I got even more, into bass guitar, because I recorded guitars and bass both in this EP. And yeah, of course, I had some delays on this EP too, because I didn't want it, to release it during the pandemic situation and during the lockdowns. So I postponed it a bit, and it was finally released on 31st of July, just 1.5 months before.
Great. And do you have plans to have a full length or another EP later?
I would like to keep this more as a studio project. I don't know if it's gonna be a full band, but I would like to keep it as a studio project, because this leaves me, more space to try different stuff and maybe change some things. I don't want it to be a band that plays only this stuff and only this kind. I just want to do some experiments. I want to be a little bit, more free, let's say. So for now, it's going to be just a studio project. In the future, there probably will be some songs coming and they will be released as singles together with video clips and stuff.
Great. It's a great outcome, and we can see that it's a great way for you to try new ideas, to try something different. It's a really great outcome for your creativity.
Thank you.
Helena, we wanted to express our best wishes for you in this tour. We want you to enjoy it. We want everybody to have fun. So, is there any message you want to say to the Latin American crowd that are waiting for you in all these countries?
Yeah, of course, I would like to say there are some pretty big surprises coming on the set list. Of course, I won't tell you any of this. And just be ready, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be a blast.
Great. Carlos, is there anything else you want to add?
Just congratulate you for getting into the getting the invitation and to accepting it, and we are sure that it's gonna be a success and you're gonna have fun there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. And of course, I hope to see you, on the road.
Yes, well, Nervosa has come twice to where I live, so it's not likely that it's coming too soon, but Carlos is still waiting to meet you guys over there. So yeah, hopefully there's more tours coming up, and if you're joining them for all of them, of course, we're going to meet up over here and over there.
Yeah.
Let's see what the future will bring.
That's right.
Thanks everybody for watching. Go support Nervosa on their tour. Make sure to buy their tickets because they're going to be sold out pretty soon, I'm sure. And make sure to buy merchandising for the band. This is something very important that needs to be stressed because that's the way the band can support itself. And of course, support Helena's other projects because she will show you her talent on the road. She deserves to have that recognition as well. So, I hope you get to see Nervosa on the road, but until then, stay metal!